Welcome to Ringside Report TV and a very special segment today with an exclusive interview with Keith "One-Time" Thurman, the unbeaten welterweight, before he faces Robert Guerrero on Saturday.
So we'll take you back to Wednesday evening speaking to Keith Thurman right before his workout.
Keith, thank you for joining us on Ringside Report TV. We are with WBA champion Keith "One-Time" Thurman. How are you doing, and how is training going so far, Keith?
It's good, you know. I've had 3 good sparring partners that I used this camp. All is well, no injuries this time out. So we're happy, and we're really looking forward to Saturday night.
Absolutely, and I just want to ask some of the relevance in how does it feel being the first main event on an NBC card in how many years? Like, how does it feel when people look back in history on what Al Heyman did to get NBC back on into the boxing world, and Keith Thurman is the headliner the first time?
I mean, it's really hard to imagine. It really hasn't sunk in because, like you said, they're going to have to look back at history eventually, and you know, this is like a hallmark moment, man. This is going down in the books. This is a dream come true, man. I remember when I was 10 years old, and I have this book filled with the world champions of the past, and I said to myself, at 10 years old, all that I want to do is be in a book like this. All I want to do is to be remembered as one of the best fighters of all time, one of the most exciting fighters of all time, and one of the best welterweights of all times. And now I have a moment to put my foot on history, and it's just beautiful. I'm happy. I love history. Back in the day, I loved watching ESPN Classics, and that's where my passion lies.
Awesome. And yeah, I'm gonna just bring you back to your last fight for a second. You're coming off a layoff and still looked very good, very sharp against Bundu. I'm just asking, what do you think the layoff caused any issues going into it, and if so, what were the problems that caused that?
There were no issues. There were no problems at all. You know, we did what we wanted to do. We established our power early on. We had a knockdown in the first round. I decided not to jump on him. I was going to let him recover. I figured if he was that easy to knock down once, he'd be easy to knock down twice. But he made an adjustment, and by the 5th round, I realized you need to make a decision. You're either going to force a knockout, or you're going to continue to box because you're winning the fight easily. And I went with the boxing route. You know, I think it's a route that a lot of fans didn't expect from me, especially seeing an early first-round knockdown. They probably thought, oh, there's Keith Thurman doing his thing. You know, but at the end of the day, we put on a boxing exhibition my last fight, and according to me and my team, it was a beautiful one, a 12-round shutout.
Yeah, absolutely, and I was going to agree that I think that was a very impressive performance. And to be honest, just as impressive as the highlight reel knockouts, because you showed different versatility. You showed that you were able to box the whole way through in the 12 rounds. So I just wanted to ask if that was part of the plan in training camp for that fight.
I knew that he was a durable fighter, so I prepared for 12 rounds, you know, but like most people, my power is something to deal with, and it was something for him to deal with. I was trying to counterpunch him while I was boxing him, but he didn't really engage often, and I just top-shotted on the outside and continued to circle, and to me, I was frustrating him with my movement.
Like any of that game plan will come into play on Saturday against Robert Guerrero.
Possibly, you know, a lot of people underestimate footwork and what footwork can do for you in a fight, even though, you know, it might take away some of the action. You know, it's how fighters have a long career. Floyd Mayweather, you know, besides his little rope-a-dope, you know, he uses a tremendous amount of footwork and picks his shots wisely. So
on that, is there, heard you mention Mayweather, and he's a guy you've been rather vocal about, knowing that you like your chances in that fight. So, what do you think the future holds for Keith Thurman as far as fighting the upper echelons in the division?
You know, I just want the best in the world, you know. The comment that I made is that I know for a fact that Mayweather's not going to knock me out, and that gives me tremendous confidence in fighting him. I also know for a fact that he has a fighter who is very agile and crafty and has more than one boxing style. You know, the Manny Pacquiao fight is going to be a great fight to gauge where Floyd Mayweather is today, because Manny is his best opponent since Canelo Alvarez, but Canelo was too slow for Floyd and really was too immature, wasn't ready for that kind of fight, that kind of level, you know, and that kind of experience. I've been in the ring with world-class fighters since I was 16 years old, world champions. You know, when I was 16 years old, holding my own, I was getting schooled. But, you know, now I'm a young master schooling many world-class fighters and ex-world champions today.
Awesome. And how do you see the fight on May 2nd go that everyone wants to see?
I see Floyd using his footwork, running around the ring, pop-shotting with the jab, placing his right hand right down the middle, throwing the right hook from time to time, so changing up the angle of the right hand, check hooks here and there, and really I expect him to constantly move and do his best to stay off the ropes. You know, I think Manny's going to pressure him. Manny's going to do his rabbit foot is what I call it, where he's hopping in and out, hopping in and out, hopping in and out, and then jumps in with a combination. So if Floyd is on the ropes, it's going to be good for Manny Pacquiao. I tell people, don't be surprised if there may be a knockdown. Manny Pacquiao does have power. It's real. You know, Floyd got hit by Marcos Maidana, and sometimes he bends down in awkward angles. If you get caught while you're bending down, you're already halfway to the ground. So, you know, a knockdown, just because there's a knockdown doesn't mean that there's a severe knockdown. But, you know, if I was Manny, I would be trying to take advantage of the way that Floyd ducks.
Keith, we know you've been looking to, after this fight, to maybe fight Marcos Maidana. How do you think you match up with Marcos Maidana?
I think, you know, I'm a better boxer. I believe I'm faster. I believe I'm stronger, though Marcos Maidana definitely has power that needs to be respected, 100%. But I just think it's a great fight for the fans, you know. And plus, you know, if I can't fight Floyd Mayweather, I'll fight the people Mayweather's fought. That's how I feel about it.
Awesome. So I have one last question. Is your mantra seems to be KOs for life, and do you see any of that coming into play on Saturday, or do we see the master boxer that we saw your last fight come into Saturday night?
Most definitely. You know, the motto is KOs for life, and the other one is don't blink, and they go hand in hand. So, you know, just like in the first round with Bundu, you know, the knockdown occurred, and I just hesitated for the KO, and then realized it was a little harder to get when I hesitated. Maybe the KO was right there in front of me, and I should have took it, you know. But at the end of the night, we still had a great performance. But this fight, most definitely, I'm looking to hurt the man. I'm looking to make a big statement on a big stage, and it's going to be a great fight. So, you know, KOs for life, for those who may have not ever heard it before from me or heard me explain it, what it is it's my mindset. It is me always looking for the knockout every round, even if I'm boxing. Just because I'm boxing doesn't mean I'm not looking to knock him out, but I'm looking for him to make a mistake so that I can knock him out. Sometimes I'm not going to just force a knockout the way that, you know, Mike Tyson used to do by just mauling guys over. You know, I'm strategically looking for that KO, and my motto is KOs for life, don't blink.
Thank you so much for your time. It was an absolute pleasure, Keith. Thank you so much, Keith Thurman. All the best on Saturday. We'll be watching from Vancouver, Canada.
All right, Len. Thank you, buddy. All right, keep
We want to give a special thanks to Terry Strawson, Gloved Up Promotions, for this segment on Ringside Report TV. For us and WBA World Champion Keith Thurman,